So back at Dynomotive again as always, and that's Mr. George's car right there. Want to see what we're doing? Hang around. Alright, so George has got a Harrop Supercharger on his 62 now. Brought it down into Dynomotive to tune it up. Let's see how it goes. This is going to be it's going to be loud because it's George's car. George's car is always loud. If we can fit it in the dyno. This is a freaking huge. Back at Dynomotive, and the 62's been on the dyno. It's done and dusted. It's not quite the results we're hoping for, to be honest with you. Like so last time, actually George is in here. George is in here. Alright, Georgie boy.
Hello mate.
It's okay, you don't have to be upset. You don't have to be upset, it's fine. So what did your car make last time?
Made stock, it made about 119.
Yeah.
And by the time we tuned it, we hit about 160 at all four.
Yeah, but that was on...
That was on 295 70 18, which is about a 34.4.
Yeah.
An MT.
11 and a half.
Yeah, probably a little bit less, but that's just...
I'll put it up on the screen now. I'll look it up and I'll put up the exact size down here.
But that's an actual MT.
Yeah,
so
different
it's yeah, totally different print.
Yeah.
Not as aggressive as what I've chosen to...
Oh, these bloody... What are they? Yokohama GO33 something.
G005, so...
Oh, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Just get everything bloody wrong today.
Yeah,
So they're a chunky ass tyre. So I reckon this is a perfect explanation, or perfect excuse to maybe go back, put the other tyres on.
Yeah, definitely.
And we can show...
Well, apples for apples.
Well, apples for apples, so we can compare, because we're only really up about, what, 15 odd kilowatts from last time.
15 at top end, but you were saying, there was a lot more at low end.
So we'll have a look at the dyno graph in a second so we can see that.
Yeah.
But I reckon this is going to be a perfect example of how tyres play such a difference.
Oh, without a doubt.
Power.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
If the cars come out with a 33, you go up to a 35, regardless of whether you put diff gears in, whatever you do, but it just puts so much more contact and surface area on the road, and just loads it up. It's a bigger tyre to spin.
Rolling diameter makes it. So I reckon this would be a perfect example of that.
Yep.
So I reckon,
yeah, definitely.
And then I know, because everyone's going to go, oh, it's not worth it. What have you done that for, you wanker? Because, you know, YouTube and Facebook people know everything in the world. So I want to actually prove it to you on camera so you can see what the difference is between, say, a proper 35, 12.5, 20 and a big heavy tyre.
Big ass tyre.
Big ass tyre. And there's probably like a 12 ply sidewall, and it's probably got a heap of steel in there, so it's a heavy tyre as well. We might even weigh a tyre. Like weigh one of these and weigh one of the other ones.
Good idea.
Do that.
Yeah, well that wouldn't be a bad comparison either.
And then we'll chuck it back on the dyno with the other tyres on it that was tuned on last time.
Yep.
And we'll see. Then we'll get a proper percentage gain of what the blower can really do.
Yeah, no, and I think that'd be fair. That'd be fair to everyone.
That's fair to everyone. Fair to Harrop. Fair to Dyno. Fair to you.
Without a doubt.
Fair to the awesome viewers here. Like and subscribe too if you haven't already. Other than that, I reckon that's. How about we just go for a quick drive as is?
Yeah, let's do it. See where we go.
Let's go. Alright, so genuinely, George has not driven this since the blower's been on. No. He wasn't even here for the tuning.
No.
Because he was off getting the camera up. Alright, give it a boot full. Whoa.
Oh yeah. Definitely feel it.
Feel it? Yeah. That sounded cool.
Yeah.
You just hear it.
Yeah, I've got to drive it. I've got to drive it in manual, so. Oh. Miles of smiles.
There's the smile on his face. Oh, you can hear that, just that.
Yeah, no, it's I think it's reminiscent of when we did the comparison after I got the tune in last time.
Same again?
And I could feel the torque, and yeah, it's
So it's
totally different car.
I reckon the tyre size, even though the numbers don't show it, the tyre size difference from what it was to what it is now is making a massive difference to those numbers. They're smashing them. I think we need to definitely put those other tyres back on and run it again.
I think that'll probably be a little bit more indicative of
of the cost
comparing
that goes into it.
Yeah, and comparing one tune to the other. So it wouldn't be fair to sort of say different tyres and.
Smoking some 35s. Oh,
that's pretty well. What do you reckon?
Just keeps pulling.
Yeah.
All right, Georgie. So we're back at Dynomotive. Your car is currently about to run over both of us. So we'll stand over here. Change the tyres back. So what tyres you got on now?
Pretty much road tyres, and the ones that we.
Pretty much road tyres.
Well, they're my day. Well, they're not, but no,
they're the stock Nissan rims, though, aren't they?
Yeah. But they're my dailies.
Yeah, they're the dailies, but they're a 34.5, 11.5,
18-inch.
18-inch rim.
Yeah.
Right, and these are the same tyres that it was dynoed on last time when you got the Unichip only.
Correct.
All right.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's going in the dyno rim now.
Yeah.
Let's go see, and this will give us a fair comparison what the Supercharger is actually going to do.
Well, compared like for like.
Like for like, exactly right. So I think this is a more equivalent. Just beat me.
You know what? Yesterday the chart came out and they had like 174.
How does my cold burn beat it? So last time we got, it was 160 on these tyres with the Unichip only, yeah?
Yeah, 160, yeah.
160 at the wheels. Yep. Let me go out a bit. 160 at the wheels.
Yep.
Now we're looking at 211 at the wheels on these tyres.
I'm happy.
So that's what, 51, no. 51?
Yeah, roughly. Yeah, look, just say call it 50. Just round it up to 50 and that'll do.
51 kilowatts extra, or 50 kilowatts extra. That's freaking huge. That's a massive difference.
But
all thanks to these guys. And Paul's.
Hey man! Well, what I was going to say, and what I just spoke to Rob about, because we see a lot of people doing different things around the country.
Yep.
And there's different ways and different dynos. A lot of people are running these in horsepower. We see them do it horsepower rear wheels, which gives you another exaggerated sort of higher power figure. So I've just said to Rob, make it two-wheel drive, which we don't ever do with a Patrol, but just for shits and giggles because you're here.
Yeah, definitely.
And I thought, well, make it two-wheel drive, run it in horsepower, see what happens. Yeah, we're working on something special with some CAN bus switching and also some different switches where we can make it two-wheel drive, so you can do. I'm not saying that I'd go out and do burnouts, but you know.
You said burnouts.
All I heard was burnouts.
You said burnouts. I want it.
Let's just do burnouts.
I'll let you do it.
240.
Alright, we'll go on to 240. Two-wheel drive. What's that that in kilowatts. The problem with bloody horsepower is I don't know what it is in kilowatts.
There's an app on your phone.
Yeah, well, I'll put it on the screen. I'll put it on the screen. So, 246 kilowatts at the wheels. Rear wheel drive.
Rear wheels, so if you're Greek, it's all about the rear wheels.
I'm still just thinking about burnouts. Why did he say burnouts? That's pretty cool. Okay, so we're done with the dyno testing. There's a couple different results here. I just want to really quickly run through the difference in dynamics and inertia and weights and tyre size and everything else, because this will always get argued about on Facebook and everyone's an expert, but these are the actual figures on the dyno for the same car, different day, but one day difference, same temperature, it's all it's close as we can get it to being exactly the same. Alright, so yesterday with the true 35, 12.5 heavy as all hell mud tyres on there, so the G005s, yep. So they're the big ones. We got, it was 175 kilowatts out the wheels. You can see obviously nice bit of power there. Next from there we changed back to the, what was it?
Well, back to the 295 7018s, but they're the ones that we used originally when we did the Unichip X install probably 5-6 months ago. Basically, it was like for like. That was the issue.
Yeah.
You know, we needed like for like.
Yeah. So like for like. So from same tune, same everything. 175 on the big tyres, going down to the 34.5s. 211 kilowatts. That's 51 kilowatts difference.
Yeah, definitely.
51 kilowatts in half an inch of tyre. Yeah. And I suspect weight. I'm going to try and if I can put some weights, they'll be down here. Yeah. If there's not, then we didn't end up weighing it. But I want to try and weigh the tyres for you. So 51 kilowatts difference just in half an inch tyre for tyre size.
And probably slightly wider.
And slightly wider.
Yeah.
There's so many factors there just in tyre size.
That's phenomenal. You'd even,
yeah.
I'd never guess that.
That's the true gain of your supercharger though.
Well, it came out 160 with the Uni X.
Yeah, so 160.
And like for like, 160, we've gone to 211.
Yep.
So 51
from 51. Uni X, same tyres to current, same tyres.
With the blower on it.
So there you go. So 51 kilowatts is massive, and obviously guys.
And the torque figures will be a lot higher too.
So then, just for shits and giggles, we decided to do a two-wheel drive run, both in horsepower and in kilowatts, so you can see the difference of it. So I'll do horsepower. So two-wheel drive horsepower, 330 horsepower, which works out to be 246.3 kilowatts at the rear wheels.
So that's about 35 kilowatts lost from front to back. So basically we pulled the fuse and went to two-wheel drive, and that gave it essentially another 35 kilowatts. So if you were to take that from originally 246 to 160, what's that?
80?
It's a bit more than that. It's 85 kilowatts.
86 kilowatts.
That's a lot. That's called hold my beer, two-wheel drive, and fry tyres.
Well, all I heard from that entire thing was
fry tyres.
Burnouts. Let's do burnouts. It's not my tyres.
No burnouts.
Alright, so they're the facts. Obviously, there's always going to be someone who disputes it and everything else, but these are the facts on the dyno, on the day. We're not trying to hide anything.
No.
Other than that, we're going away tomorrow to do a filming trip for Patrol meet, so that's going to be cool. So that's going to be the next episode out on the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all the cool things, and see you next week.